obviously, like I said just before, you've accomplished heaps, in this like short amount of time. But I kind of want to know like who you are, where you're from, like just the basics, nothing too hard.
Sure. I mean, thank you. So I'm 19 and I'm born and raised in Australia. And then I moved at 16 years old to the UK. I got signed and everything like that. And then I just started really getting into my music. There was a lot of opportunities that came my way. And I feel like I've just been blessed and grateful to God, like that I've been given so much. And I think it's happened really quickly. I mean, even due to like COVID, we've made it work, and I'm really excited even like to just release this debut EP of mine. I mean, I've been working, I would say like quite hard at the studio every day, and I feel like I don't do normal stuff that like teenagers do. I'm trying to just like really focus on my music and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like it's just gone like so quickly the time. But yeah, so
that's cool. And what was the reason, or why? How come you relocated from Oz to the UK?
So I was actually at school at the time, and it was 4 days before like going into the new year, and my mum was like, "Celina, I think you need to move," because obviously people who are in the UK were like, "Oh, you know, move over here. You know, I've got opportunities for you." And then we're in the middle of like kind of thinking of signing a contract with a label over there. So we were like, you know what, we're going to have to move. So we made that like really hard decision, and it was definitely a big sacrifice of mine because I've got like all my family are based in Australia, basically, like majority of them. So like just moving to the UK, very different place. But yeah, it definitely worked out for the better. I mean, I've just been blessed with opportunities. So yeah, it was just crazy.
Are you like originally from Australia?
Yeah, I'm originally from Australia, but my dad is from India, actually. He's from Punjab, which is like the part of India. And then my mum's Italian. So yeah, so that's me.
You also got your whole TikTok thing going on as well. I called that. I was like, what? And you got quite a few followers on there as well. 1.8 million?
Yeah.
And then plus your Instagram and stuff like that. Was it like the plan, or were you just kind of making videos and it just kind of caught on?
So actually I started at like, it was so new to me. I feel like TikTok about 2 years ago was so new to everyone, and everyone was trying to jump on it. And there came a time where lockdown came about, and then I was on like 300K. And it was like, you know, a couple of viral videos. It was hard to get viral. And then I kind of found this niche of singing and dancing. And then my like TikTok literally just grew and just blew up. So like it went like 0 to 100 really quick. And because everyone was at home on their phones watching TikTok. So I feel like that was a good time for me to like really focus on like social media and content, which I try and do as much as possible. But yeah, like even Instagram, I've just been doing some covers that I've just really connected, I guess, and people have just been like loving it. So yeah.
And you pump out content as well. Like you keep it flowing. Do you think it's helped you?
Yeah, I definitely when you grow on one social media platform, you grow on all the others, and people probably want to find more. I feel like TikTok really helped my Instagram helped TikTok almost, like it kind of helped each other. Snapchat, I'm actually growing really quick. We're nearly on like 300K, and I was like, this time I was on like, I don't even know, I was like not on this much for, I don't know, it just grew really quickly. I feel like social media, like in general, just helps out any artist or helps out anyone with their brand, with their music, whatever they're doing, because it's just the audience you have. And yeah, so I'm really grateful to have people following me and just growing, I feel like, with me as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. And with the Don't Worry Baby with Stan Walker, how'd you guys meet up?
We didn't meet, really. I wish we met. We haven't met live or whatever, but yeah, so he sent me the song, and obviously, like, just letting you know, I'm a big fangirl of Stan since I was literally 8 years old. And oh my gosh, like it was just so big for me. And like he was on the phone to me, I remember, and he was like complimenting my voice, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is Stan Walker. Like genuinely, I was crying. I kid you not. And people doesn't know, like I'm like oh my gosh, Stan, like, I'm a big fan. He's like, oh. I'm like, no, like, Stan, you don't understand. Like, when I was like telling my mom about everything, she was like, oh my gosh, like, this must be like, it's just a huge thing for me. I mean, I'm just so grateful and blessed to be on the song with him. And especially because it's done so well, like, I'm just like, wow, it's crazy. I mean, he's just an amazing artist. He's so down to earth, and like, he's just so talented. And it's just like so big for me to like actually like be on a song with Sam Walker, you know what I mean? Especially when you've looked up to someone since you were like younger, you know what I mean? So
I get it, yeah.
Amazing.
He's actually my cousin. No, he's not my cousin.
Oh
he's
my
not my cousin.
I was like, oh my gosh, actually, that was like so like Sam Walker's cousin right now.
Every Māori says that Sam Walker's their cousin.
Yeah, I mean, like, you probably get away with it, right?
So you've done a collab with him. Is there any other New Zealand artists that you want to collab with?
I mean, of course. I know Beanie's from New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
And and I feel like she would be so dope to like collab with. She really has that really cute, like, cool, quirky thing about her, and I feel like it'd be interesting to like collab with her. I love everything, like her music and everything like that. But yeah, I'll probably say Beanie, like, would be really cool to collab with.
That's cool. I mate, his name's Jackson Owens. He's from where Tuwharetoa. He's from our iwi, or our tribe. Bro, you need to check him out. He's popping off at the moment as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I feel like also I really want to learn more about the New Zealand like culture. I mean, like the Maori culture and everything out there. Like, I didn't even know like when Sam was speaking the language, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like crazy. It's like so different. Yeah. And I was like, it's just beautiful, like, to learn about, you know, different about like how the culture is out there. In the UK, people are like, oh my gosh, you're from New Zealand. I'm like, excuse me, like, do I sound like I'm from New Zealand?
No, I get it.
But, yeah, like, people need to realize there's so much to learn about New Zealand, and the culture is so beautiful out there. The people, they're like one of the nicest, I would say. The accents, everything. But yeah, so I'm sorry if I didn't say it right as well. I feel like my Aussie accent, like, you say it so well. Maori, like, I don't know. It's like
Maori.
Yeah, I don't know if it's fine. So
wait, at least you're trying. That's what we like to see. Yeah, I got a few quick fire questions. Favorite artist, dead or alive?
I have two, but it's really hard.
Pick them two, both of them. You're good.
Is there two?
Yeah.
Okay, I would say Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin. They're both dead, but like, like, come on, let's just say, like, they're the legends. Yeah.
Yeah, true that. I like Whitney as well. How many instruments can you play?
Okay, so I've been playing piano since I was young. Guitar, I'm like, I would say I can play it. I'm not like very like, oh my gosh, I can like play, but like it's like I can play it. I used to play the trumpet. So I know a little bit of that.
Trumpet.
Drums. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Drums, I can play. I used to play it at school. That's it. And I would say the voice, that kind of counts as an instrument. But yeah.
What's your most unforgettable recording session?
Oof, that's
or just really one that stands out.
That's such a good one, you know. Okay, I have a it wasn't recording my own song, but I was doing a cover. It still counts. And I was doing Fast Car by Tracy Chapman, yeah. And basically, like, I was in the recording studio and my producer was just like, my engineer was just like playing it, whatever. And he's like, really getting your feels. I was like, okay. This song, by the way, takes me right back to Australia. And I was in the UK and I was just like, so emotional. I started bawling my eyes out. It was so embarrassing. And I was like, proper bawling my eyes out. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I miss Australia. And I really got my feels. I would say that's one like unforgettable experience, because I feel like you never appreciate home until a certain point. And I was always like, I want to get out of Australia, obviously, because of music and just like, but then it really hit me, like, wherever you come from, you know, it just sticks with you, and it just, all these memories flooded back. So I would say that time was very emotional.
And now you're doing this thing on Eternals, which is working with Marvel. And I love Marvel. That whole cinematic universe is that's my jam.
I'm glad we're on the same level here.
What's the go with that? Can you say a lot about it?
I mean, you know what? It is coming out in a month, so I will give you a little bit of an insight. So I'm singing like one of the songs in the movie, and it's like quite different and interesting because it's actually like Bollywood kind of meets Hollywood in one of the scenes, and I'm actually singing a little bit of Hindi, which is like India's like national. It's like the main language of India. So yeah, it's quite different to like what Marvel's done before. It's never really been done, so I'm like really honored to be a part of this. So it's a lot of energy apparently in the scene, a lot of dances. It's just like a huge scene, and yeah, so that's all I can really say. I mean, you need to watch the trailer, and then you need to watch it at the cinemas November 5th. You need to watch it.
And then you have your EP dropping on the 8th. Is it? It is the 8th. And I know you've been working on that for a while now. What's the feels around that?
Do you know what? This is all like beginning, like it's a kind of introduction to me, and I feel like this is why I kind of called it Cece, because it's like my nickname almost. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it plain and simple, but it actually means a lot. It's like Cece's like kind of like an alter ego of mine as well. Like people say it, they're like Celina Cece, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So this is like, obviously, like I'm very young right now, and I haven't experienced all I can, like compared to like someone that's like 50 years old. I'm just saying. So it's like all of these EPs are gonna have a story to them, and you just see me grow up and like experience things. I mean, I haven't really been heartbroken yet. So like when that happens, it will be a freaking fire EP. So this is more like to everyone else, like I feel like it's a very relatable, it's very different vibes each song, so that's why I like it. It's like whatever you're in the mood for, out of those 4 songs you can choose one. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. It's the first project of mine that anyone's kind of like seen, so yeah, I'm excited.
It's winter up there now, eh? It's summer here, so we're like all waiting for the summer festivals to begin, concerts to arrive.
I mean, I'm going LA, so it's not really summer there, isn't it? I just realized that. But good news is I might be coming to Australia, and hopefully New Zealand very soon, because they've opened up the borders for like vaccinated people, like Australian citizens, and home quarantines. I was like, oh my gosh, literally, I need to get back home and just get back to like, you know, your soul's like kind of like restored, and you just feel.
Yeah, I know what you mean. At home. Yeah.
It's like everything about it. Going back home. Yeah, reconnect. That's the word. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be coming out there soon, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need to come down New Zealand as well. I'm sure everyone will love to have you down here. Yeah, you gotta
100%.
Come show us some love, I guess.
Yeah, I want to learn more about the culture and everything as well. Like when I'm out there.
Yeah, especially doing a cover with Stan. You know how, I mean, even in Australia, how we view Stan in the music industry. You jumped on a song. Now everyone kind of wants to know who you are.
Yeah, and I was just like, this is crazy. I mean, his fan base is just like family, I feel like, and they've just grown with him since he was young. I mean, and he's just, everything he releases is just amazing, and it comes from the heart. So really just privileged to be on a song with him. That's
cool. Well, that's it. I mean, thanks for taking the time out, to join us, have a chat. And congratulations on, I mean, what you've done, and then good luck on what you know, the future, and then with your EP and all of that.
Thank you for having me. It was great to be here. So thank you so much.